there, my name is Carol and I'm going to be leading you through a 30-minute total body TRX workout today. You're going to want to start with your straps adjusted to mid-length, which means the handles are hitting you about mid-thigh level. We're going to start with a warm-up of 6 exercises. We're going to do 30 seconds of work with 10 seconds of rest in between to switch to the next exercise. I'm going to go ahead and explain to you the first 2 exercises. So the first one is going to be our TRX row to squat. You're going to start with your elbows in next to your body, your shoulders are down, your heels are just in front of you. We're going to tuck our tail, close up those ribs, lower ourselves back, hit our squat, stand it up, tuck that tail again, pull those elbows behind us, squeeze those shoulder blades together. The second exercise, we are going to flip around and start with our rollout. So toes, tails tucked, ribs closed. You're going to roll it out and then pull it back in. So if you're ready, let's start with that TRX row to squat. Tails in, lower it back. Squat, push it up. Nice strong surfboard, pull that row at the top. Inhale, down. Exhale, pull. Good, we've only got 30 seconds of work here. You only got 10 seconds left. Try to keep your eyes on that anchor point to keep your spine nice and straight. All right, let's step it back, flip it around. Walk back until those straps are touching your shoulders. Find your tippy toes. Tails tucked, ribs closed. Roll it out, pull it back in. Roll it out, pull it back in. Only go out as far as what's comfortable for you. As you get stronger, you'll be able to go further and further away. If this is too hard, you can take a baby step forward. Lessen your angle. Good, next exercise. We're gonna step forward, so we're in our Frankenstein position. Feet together. We're gonna lunge, stay active in those straps. Find a Y position with your arms. Press back. Y, press back. Y, press back. Stay active in those straps. Don't have them bouncing around everywhere. Good, shoulders stay up over those hips. We're almost there. We're gonna move into our next exercise. Good, turn it back towards your anchor point. Handles are hip level. Right leg is centered to your loop. Single leg hip hinge. Good, hinge forward, stay active in those straps. And then hinge up, stand all the way up. You can touch that toe down if you need to. Try to keep both hips facing the floor. You don't want that back hip to wing open as you hinge forward. When that timer goes, we're going to switch legs and work our left leg. Last few seconds here. Good, stay active in those straps. And you've got about 10 seconds switching the leg. Left foot centered to your loop. Active in those straps and hinge. And up. Hinge. And up. You're doing great. You should be feeling this in your hamstring as you hinge forward, and then in that glute as you hinge and stand all the way up. Last few seconds here. Great job. We're going to keep those handles hip level, open up those feet, open up the hands. We're going to do our golf rotations. Active in those straps. Rotate, let that back hip and knee rotate with you. Swing it back through, rotate. This should feel really good. Remember, let that back hip and knee and toe rotate with you. Stay active in those straps. Press into those straps through the whole swing. We're going right back into that TRX squat with row after this. Great job. Elbows in, heels just in front, shoulders back, tails under, ribs are closed. Here we go. Lower back, squat, drive through those heels, squeeze, pull. Lower back, drive through those heels, squeeze, pull. If you wanted to make this a little more difficult, you could inch your heels forward towards your anchor point. Boop, boop. Just a little bit makes a huge difference. Last time here. Last few seconds. Good, let's swing it around for that roll out. Straps touch our shoulders, up on those tippy toes. Tails under, ribs are closed. Let's go. Roll out, pull it in. Really focus on keeping that core braced. Keep breathing, last few seconds here. We've got that lunge with our Y fly coming up next. Good, walk it forward, find your Frankenstein. Feet together. Let's hit that lunge, stay active in those straps. Lunge, press back. Lunge, press back. Again, keep those ribs closed, keep that tummy braced. Last time here. Last few seconds. Great job. Let's swing it back around, finding that single leg hip hinge, starting with the right leg. Handles are hip level. Foot is centered. Hinge. And stand. And hinge. And stand. Remember, keep those hip bones both facing the floor like a pair of headlights. Stay active in those straps. And most importantly, keep breathing. Last one. Great, you've got 10 seconds. Let's switch feet. And here we go. Hinge it forward. Stand it up. Squeeze that glute at the top. Stay active in those straps. Keep those hip bones facing the floor. Try not to let that back hip wing out. Keeping that core brace. Last few seconds here. All right, we're gonna finish with that golf rotation. Feet apart, hands apart. Let that back toe and knee rotate. Stay active in those straps. And rotate. And swing it through, rotate. This is one of my favorite TRX movements. It just feels so good. Looking good. Last few seconds here. All right, while you have a little bit of a rest, I'm going to guide you through the first set of exercises. We are going to do 30 seconds of work with, again, 10 seconds to switch and rotate into the next exercise. We're going to start with our TRX row, just like we did in the warm-up, except we're not adding the squat. We're just hitting the row. So you're concentrating on keeping that body nice and straight and pulling through the row. Just like we did in the warm-up, your next exercise is going to be that lunge with our fly. So you're going to step forward, press back. Again, really stay active in those straps. Then we're going to move on to our roll out with a chest press. So just like we did in the warm-up, you're going to find that plank. We're going to roll out, and then we're going to do a little chest press. Finally, we're gonna do our squat hop. So handles start about hip height, feet are apart. You're going to squat, drive through those handles, and hop it up. If hopping is too much, you can add the raise. So if you're ready to go, let's get started with that TRX row. Elbows in, shoulders down, heels in front, and plank back. Pull it up. If you're here and you're like, this is feeling a little easy, you could always inch your heels forward a little bit towards your anchor point, increasing your angle and therefore increasing the level of difficulty. If you get here and you're like, ooh, this is getting hard, take your heels back a little bit, but just keep it moving. Good, remember tail under. Beautiful, let's flip it around for that lunge with our fly. Frankenstein arms, feet together. Step forward, fly, press back. Step forward, press back. We're going to be working through these exercises 3 times. Good, stay active in those straps, last few seconds here. We're going to be hitting that rollout with our chest press next. Beautiful. Walk it back until those straps are touching your shoulders. Toes right behind you, booty's tucked, ribs are closed. Hit that rollout first. Roll out, pull it back in, little chest press. Roll out, pull it back in, little chest press. You're doing great. Keep breathing. Beautiful job. Let's walk it forward, flip it around. We're going to be doing that that squat hop. Again, if the hop is too much, you can just add a little calf raise. Stay active in those straps, pushing down through those straps. You've only got a few seconds left here. Good, give it your all. Beautiful, we're gonna hit that row again, starting at the top. Here we go. Heels in, tails under, lower it back, pull it up. Try to keep those shoulders down away from your ears. Pull them into your jean pockets, even though nobody wears jeans anymore. Looking great. Inhale as you go back, exhale as you pull it up. You can increase the difficulty by taking your heels closer to your anchor point. All right, let's flip it around. Lunge with fly, Frankenstein arms, feet together. Active in those straps, let's go. Looking great, keeping those shoulders down away from those ears. Making sure those shoulders stay stacked over those hips for that lunge. All right, let's walk those toes back. Straps touch my shoulders. Toes just behind, tails under, ribs closed. Good, roll out. Pull it in, chest press. You can go as deep as you want. Again, if this is getting too hard, you can take a step away from your anchor point. Little baby steps make a huge difference. Pull. Push. Roll out, last few seconds. Nice. Flip it around. And let's go into our hop squat. Active in those straps. Good. Squat. Remember, if the hop is too much, you can switch to just a squat with a calf raise. Squat with a calf raise. Stay active in those straps. Try to keep that chest up as you squat back. Woo! Great job. Last round. Here we go. You got this. Stay with me. TRX row. Here we go. And lower back. Booty's under. Ribs are closed. Shoulders are down away from your ears. Last few seconds here. Keep it going. Nice. Let's flip it around for our lunge with our fly. Frankenstein arms, feet together. Active in those straps. Here we go. Keep breathing. Woo. Last time here. Give it your all. Make sure that core is braced. Last few seconds. Nice job. Walk it back, roll out, touch your shoulders, toes behind, booty's under, ribs are closed. Here we go. Roll out. And chest press. And roll out. And chest press. You can make this easier by stepping little baby steps forward, or you can make it a little harder by going backwards. Woo! Last time here, give it your all. Woo, last few seconds. Beautiful, let's flip it around. Squat hop is last. Last 30 seconds of work in this block. And down. If the squat hop is too much, squat with raise. Squat with raise. Here we go. Last few seconds here. You're doing great. Beautiful job. You have about a minute of rest while I explain your next block of exercises. Again, we're going to be working for 30 seconds, switching / resting for 10. First one is going to be our single leg hip hinge. Just like in the warm-up, we're going to hinge, but different. We're going to drive that knee up. So this is really going to fire up your core. Press into those handles. Then we're going to switch feet. Again, drive the knee up between your handles on the top of each one. Then we've got IYTs. You're going to step back, start with your straps up, shoulders down, ribs are closed, tails are under. You're going to lower back, letter I, letter Y, and then letter T. If those are too hard with your feet next to each other, you can stagger your stance. Just remember to try to keep your body like a surfboard. And then finally, we're going to be doing our floating plank. So we're going to flip around just like we did the chest press to roll out. You want to walk forward until your handles are right under your chin. Grab your handle, place your forearm in the loop of your TRX strap. Then grab the other handle, press your other forearm in the loop, and then we're going to walk our toes back just until you find a challenging point in that plank. Tuck your tail, close up those ribs, press out of those straps just like you would on the floor. So if you're ready, let's get started with that single leg hip hinge. Handles hip height, right foot centered. We're going to add that knee drive. Hinge forward and drive it up. Good, stay active in those straps. Try to pull that knee up as high as you can. Push down into those handles. You're really going to feel that firing up your core. Make sure you're breathing. Inhale as you go out. Exhale as you drive it up. When that timer goes, we're switching sides. Beautiful job. Center that left foot to your strap. And we're going to hinge forward, drive it up. Active in those straps. Hips are facing the floor, and then we're driving that knee up between our handles. You're gonna really feel this firing up your core as the more that you push down into those handles. You can go slow or as fast as you need. Good, let's set up for those IYTs. So letter I, feet together or staggered stance, tails under, ribs closed. Lower back, pull I. Shoulders down, pull Y. And then pull down and out, T. Beautiful. I. If your feet are staggered, still trying to keep that tail tucked, keeping that core active. I, Y, T. All right, here we go. Flip it around. Grab your handles at your chin. Forearms in, toes back. Tails under, ribs are closed. Press out of those handles. They should be just touching your shoulders here. Keep those shoulders down away from your ears. Keep those arms 90 degrees right on your railroad tracks. Last few seconds here. You can make this easier by inching forward or harder by going backwards. Woo. All right, let's take it forward. Back to that single leg hip hinge. Handles are hip height, right foot is centered. We're adding that knee drive. Hinge, drive it up. Hinge, drive it up. Really active into those straps. This is our second round. We've only got one more round after this. Inhale as you hinge, exhale as you stand and drive. Last few seconds here. Whew, you're doing great. All right, let's switch feet. Center that left foot to your loop. Here we go. Hinge forward. And drive it up. Make sure those hip bones are facing the floor like a pair of headlights. You're going as slow or as fast as you want. Whew, you're doing great. Whew, here we go. All right, IYT, starting that letter I. Heels are just in front, or you've got staggered stance. Lower it down. I. Try to keep those shoulders in your jean pockets. Y. Try to keep those ribs closed. T. Good. Pull from your back. I. Y. And T. Stay active in those straps. Here we go. If it's getting too hard, take a baby step back. If you want to challenge yourself, go forward. All right, flip it around. Handles near the chin, floating plank. Forearms in, toes back. And here we go, hold. That's all you're doing is holding. Good, squeeze that tail. Close up those ribs, push out of those handles. Good, make it easier by coming forward. More challenging by going back. Woo, keep breathing. Last few seconds here. All right, great job. Let's do our last round. Single leg hip hinge with that drive. Center the right foot. Here we go. Hinge, drive. Really push into those handles as you drive that knee up. Woo. Last time on this leg. Here we go. Last few seconds. Beautiful. Let's switch legs. Center that left leg to your loop. Stay active into those straps and hinge. Hinge and drive. Pick that knee up as high as you can between those handles. Good. Trying to keep those shoulders up over those hips as you come up. Keep those hip bones facing the floor like a pair of headlights. Woo! Almost there. Last time with this exercise. You've only got two exercises left. IYTs, last time here. Try to challenge yourself. Letter I. Lower it back. I. Woo! And Y. And T. And I. Let the back of the hands lead the direction. Y. And T. Here we go. I. And Y. And T. Last few seconds. Can we get another one in? Woo! All right, flip it around. Last floating plank. Handles near the chin. Forearms in. Toes back. Booty's under, ribs are closed. Press out of those handles. Just hold. Really focus on that form here. This is your last exercise. I hope you've had fun working out with me today. I want to thank you for joining me for this TRX exercise. Woo, last few seconds here. Just smile through the pain. Beautiful. Step it out and come out. You can drop those handles. Let's stretch it out a little bit. Just start by pulling one arm across the body. Try to keep that shoulder down. I want to thank you guys. Roll out that wrist. I want to thank you guys for joining me today for this 30-minute TRX workout. If you liked this workout, definitely hit the like and subscribe button. It would mean a lot. Let's stretch out those triceps a little bit. Good, stretch both arms down. Let's pull the other arm across your chest. I really love TRX. It's one of my favorite modalities to teach. I feel like it's so accessible to everyone. And it's a lot of fun. It really challenges you to use your own body weight and vectors to make the exercises more challenging or easier, which is great because you can do it on the fly. Let's stretch it back. Nice, you can hold on to your handles if you need to for a little extra support here. We're gonna kick one foot across, flex that foot, sit those hips back. You should feel that in that glute. Nice, let's pull it up and switch. Other foot crosses in front. Make sure that foot stays flexed, opening that knee out, and then sit both sit bones back away from your handles. I hope you join me again for another set of TRX exercises. Good, stand it back up. We're gonna hinge forward, so open up those feet a little bit. Handles are about hip, belly button height. We're just gonna hinge forward, stretching out those hamstrings. If you need to, you can stay soft in the knees. Good, you can add a little movement here, sway side to side. Good, round it back up. Let's do that lower back stretch, heels in, sit bones back, do a little twist, look under. Just pull those sit bones away from those hands and then twist, look under. Good, bring it back to the front, hinge it back up. Let's stretch out those quads. One foot to your hand, or you can also use your handy dandy TRX strap to stretch out those quads. And switch, other foot. All right, that's it for today, guys. Thanks again for joining me. Again, if you liked what you saw, definitely hit the like button and then definitely subscribe because we'll be releasing more TRX inspired videos and workouts in the future. Have a great day.